What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm going to talk about channeling your anger when life throws bullshit at you. So let's get to it. Um, I'm going to use my life for example. So throughout my life, when it comes to people and when it comes to connections, a lot of people I say in my lifetime have really fucking disappointed me big time. Um, to where I had to cut off family members. I had to cuss out a lot of past exes I've dated or and been to connections with. Um, I had friends and even supervisors who stole money from me, a lot of money and shit like that, off of them trying to lie to me and manipulate me and shit like that, taking my kindness for weakness at the workplace and shit like that. So, I've been um kind of like degraded in a way, even at the workplace. Not all the time, but there are instances where, like, I do come across people who are jealous or who are envious and stuff like that due to my energy and due to how I carry myself. People don't like that apparently. So, yeah, I also had to cuss people out and shit like that. And so I've been in a lot of like sparring, a lot of like just hostile situations with people. I'll say 50% of the time I had to bite my tongue and just be professional and to take the highway and focus on my business. And I do tend to get blessings by doing that. But at the same time, the other 50%, there are times where I did have to cuss people out, fight them, and put them in their place, male and female. Um, and I'm a very cool person. I'm a very chill person. Because I just focus on what brings me happiness and I have goals in life. But like people, because we have so many human beings who are just such fucking losers and they have a lack of self-esteem and shit like that, they like to bring other people down with them. And even there, some of them are aware of that, but most people are not aware of that because they're too fucking stupid. So a person like me who's the opposite of these people, who I like to work on myself, I like to heal myself, and I like to focus on my goals and to better myself because I want to live a happy, prosperous life. I have big dreams that I want to pursue in life. um Most people, they don't think like that towards themselves. They think very low of themselves like that because people, they don't have balls to, most people don't have the balls to kind of better their life like that. So what they'll do is that if they see someone that has like a very happy life, or they're trying to be happy, they like to bring them down. So with me, I've experienced a lot of people like that. I've given most people benefit of the doubt. I put in a lot of faith to people to where they'll change or to where they'll be for the better. And most of it's not even my fault because, for example, like with family members, if you have family members, yeah, they are supposed to take care of you, they are supposed to love you, and they are supposed to like teach you stuff. But because we live in a fucked up society that God and the universe likes to allow because they're fucking stupid. They This realm is gonna produce stupid ass people. So because of society, because we're ruled by evil people who want to rule over the world, this is why a lot of things are so corrupted and evil. That produces a lot of people who have a lot of trauma, who have a lot of bullshit onto them. So it makes sense that most people are born into dysfunctional families, and there's a lot of divorces. There's a lot of wars and battles and bloodshed and poverty going on in this world. So it's not it's not new that I'm born into a very dysfunctional, narcissistic family to where I had to cut them off and just say fuck them and just cut them out of my life and not speak to them for damn near my whole life pretty much. So um and with when it comes to romantic connections, man, like I had like um I've been into romantic connections and relationships to where I spent so much money, I had to put in so much energy, and I gave these people so much wisdom and so much fucking life energy to where these people, with these women, when whenever I'll meet them, they're literally at their lowest. But whenever they'll interact with me, when their connections with me for a certain period of time, their life always seems to improve. And once their life improves, it's like they say fuck me, and then they push me out to the dirt to where they'll ghost me, block me, betray me, or they'll constantly do shit to where they won't take accountability and they won't acknowledge the fuck shit they're doing to where I have to break off the connection. You know what I'm saying? So, and And I don't give up on people easily, man. Because the reason why I don't do that is because I don't give up on myself. I think highly of myself. I'm not a bitch. I'm not a quitter to myself. I like to win in life. I like to compete. I like to overcome. I like to adapt. I like to have new experiences. But sometimes I gotta remind myself that most people are not like that. So this is why it's hard for me to really give up on people, or to I tend to give people a lot of benefit of the doubt because I connect to people's inner child in a way. So I see the best in people. But I've seen something. I've watched videos when it comes to spirituality that, so, like, there are times where, like, you can connect to a lot of people's inner child, and you can actually see their higher self compared to what they're doing right now. So which kind of makes sense. So when I seen that, when I heard about that on on YouTube and shit like that, like, that shit made a lot of sense with my situation. Because whenever I connect with people, I tend to see, like, their true potential. I see their higher self. I see them at their best. But sometimes, because it's part of my astrology placement as well, because I have something, I forgot which placement, but I have a Pisces, and I have, I have something in Pisces. I forgot what it is, but basically when it comes to relationships, I tend to see the good in people. Like, and that's the delusion, which kind of fucks me up in a way, because that's why I give people a lot of, like, second chances, or I see the best in people. But, like, there are times in real life to where they've shown me that I can't really put my full trust onto people, because yes, people are that much of a losers. People are that much of a bitch made person. People are that low, like, how their mindset is and how they go about life. Like, I trust me, like, I have a Scorpio moon, Mars, and rising. So, like, Scorpios, stereotypically, they tend to see the worst in people, and they tend to bring out the shadow side of most people, which makes sense on why whenever I connect with people, their bullshit comes out. So we're either cut them off, or it always ends up in the connection being severed. So um which makes sense. So without a doubt, like, just that alone, like, just all the shit I'm saying, you guys can already tell that I've been through so much bullshit with people. So much bullshit. But, like, the topic of this video, how do I channel this shit? So I channel this shit by, whenever I think of all the shit to where I had my money stolen, like, chunks of money, like, I had over $6,000 of money stolen from me, um, off of people that I thought had my back. I've been lied to. I've been betrayed. People have lied to cops on me. So there's a lot of bullshit, man. Like, so how I go about it. So all the bullshit I've experienced, right? I've been ghosted, betrayed, all this bullshit. So I don't play victim, but I do take time to heal and try to, like, grieve over these situations, because it's not fair. I gotta process all my emotions, anger, sadness, all that shit. It's a slow process, because I'm still doing it to this day. Healing doesn't happen overnight. It's a lifelong process. But how I use that shit to channel that energy into becoming great is that whenever I'm feeling stagnant in life, to where I feel like I'm lacking in motivation, if I'm lacking in, like, taking action in life, and the reason why I'm even feeling those emotions is because of society. Because society, it restricts a lot of people. It's really hard to make a lot of money in society. It's really hard to navigate in society, because everything is ruled by money. And money doesn't determine how hard you work, how much of a good person you are. No, money determines how much luck you have, the type of situations you're born into. And that's like 90% of the time. The other percent, yes, is hard work. But even then, that takes a lot of time. But most people who have a lot of money, they either come from wealth, basically a silver spoon in their mouth, to where they don't have to do shit. But even then, that bites them in the ass, because as I grow older, they're gonna lack work ethic, they're gonna lack ambition and wisdom. So either way, it bites them in the ass. That's why people who are born into poverty, people who are born from the bottom, they tend to have the upper hand in life once they're able to overcome the bullshit that life throws at them. They're more powerful, they have more of influence, they have more wisdom, ambition, etc. They have more to offer. But most people, they're either born into a wealthy family, or they got luck, or their life path doesn't really revolve around any as much difficulty. Like, they had a very easy life, to where they didn't really have to fight or work for shit or overcome as much trauma. But yeah, but where was I getting at? Oh yeah, so because society's hard. So there are times where I do feel low. I do feel like, man, what's the point of this? But what helps motivate me is that, one, I know who the fuck I am. I know how much talent I have. I know how much I could bring to people's lives. But fuck people. I know how much I could bring to this world in general. I'm totally aware of my potential. Totally aware of what I could bring. I'm totally aware of my God given gifts, and I'm totally aware of my calling. All this shit I'm aware of. If you guys think I'm not, I'm totally aware of it. Um, because it takes a lot of self reflecting. It takes a lot of life experiences and a lot of bullshit to acknowledge what you could bring to like the types of gifts you have that God gave you. But I'm still young, so I'm still learning as years go by. But without that, I am aware of it. But so that's what motivates me, knowing that I have an important spiritual mission. I have a lot of talent that I could bring to the table, but also just I also have a lot of angry motivation. So all the betrayal, all the bullshit people put me through, I use that as extra fire, as extra motivation to help me improve in life. So I use that shit to work out a lot, because there are times where I feel low. I don't feel like working out. Well, I use that anger from all the bullshit my family put me through, from all the physical and verbal abuse they put me through, all the past females that betrayed me, that took me for granted, that fucking put me through hell. I use that as angry motivation. I had like friendships and work colleagues that stole money from me. I use that as motivation. So I use all this motivation for me to be the best shape I can, to go to the gym and work out, to run 18 miles a fucking day every fucking week and shit like that. You know, I don't like doing this shit, but that extra fire, that extra bullshit I went through, it gives me that more extra motivation to go out and to exercise and shit like that. But not it doesn't just involve exercising in all areas of my life. I take that to find opportunities to make money. I use the opportunity to clean my 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 apartment, to clean my car, just to have good hygiene, just everything when it comes to self-development, man. Like when it comes to making money, like when it comes to applying for jobs, when it comes to trying to like research the extra benefits I could get so I can make more money. It's just like basically not just money, but just basically put me in a better life situation and in a better position in life when it comes to money, when it comes to confidence, when it comes to social, when it comes to like working out, when it comes to meeting people, building connections, when it comes to owning my own business, content creation, try to find ways to make more streams of income, try to like move out to a different state to where I enjoy doing, just know what I like and don't like. All this shit, man. All this shit revolves around all the bullshit I've been through. The reason why I have so much motivation to take action and to pursue those things is due to what I've been through, you know? So that's the benefits of going through a lot of bullshit and suffering, is that you could use those experiences and energies to really improve your life for the better, you know? So I feel like that's what God and the universe tend to do. I'm not a big fan of God and the universe like that. I feel like they're always on some bullshit, but I feel like because I could see through, I could see through this reality. I could see through this world, man. I could see through this human experience. There's nothing but dumb shit that goes on. It's just fucking stupid, man. But that's why I don't take life personal. I take it seriously, but I don't take life personal, because all of this is just bullshit. Like we're all just meant to experience. We're all meant just to go through all this karma and all this bullshit just for the experience. You know, because like if life had true justice, if life had true balance, we wouldn't be put in the situation we're in right now. But look at the situation we're in right now. We have evil pedophiles who rule over this world, who controls the money. We're all slaves to this world, you know? So clearly you can't really take this life personal, because there's always bullshit is going to happen. This is how low this realm is. It's a very low fucking realm, you know? So there's better realms out there after you pass away. So death is not the end all be all. There's more to life after death. This is just just view this as like a shitty fucking temporary experience. It's not forever. It's equivalent to being in high school, but it's not forever. High school is boring, it's lame, stupid. But once you graduate from high school, you're an adult and you have true freedom. You know what I'm saying? It's a metaphor. I'm just comparing this shit. But yeah, so because even today I didn't feel like working out, because I just came back from running around 12 to 14 miles, I think, and then I just decided to do push-ups, sit-ups, and just do body workouts and shit like that. I didn't feel like doing that shit, man, because I have to wake up early tomorrow. But I just said, because I said fuck it, man, because like all the memories of me going through all this bullshit with people and shit like that, all the injustices and all the shit I didn't deserve, it gave me that extra motivation to say fuck it, man. Just let me knock this shit out. And but also I was experiencing a lot of anger and shit like that, so I need to get that shit out of my system, man. So but yeah, but just that will motivate me, basically, just all the suffering I've experienced. And then it's important for you to transmute that into becoming great, into taking action to better your life, not to worsen your life. Because when you go through suffering, that if you go through more suffering that God puts you through compared to the average person, you basically have two choices to go about it. One, to self-destruct and to, you know, do that same harm that you've experienced to other people, to commit crimes, to go to jail, to be depressed, and just, you know, just be put in a bad situation. Or you could use that to get that extra motivation, extra energy to make more money, to be a better in shape, to be to meet better people, to build connections, to get out of your situations when it comes to your environment, your living situation, or just anything in general that you desire, just to live the best life, be the best version of yourself, and to have the happiest life you ever dreamed of, and to conquer and to dream big and to pursue those dreams and interests that you always wanted to experience, even if it scares you. You know, just get off your comfort zone. You know, so I feel like those are the two choices, but it's not easy though, and you don't have to be perfect, or you don't have to feel motivated all the time. No, you are going to experience ups and downs. You are going to feel angry. You are going to have setbacks. I have a lot of setbacks. I have so much setbacks when it comes to money, when it comes to people, when it comes to habits and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, you're a human being. So don't let people on social media fool you, saying that, oh, you have to act like this, you have to be like this, you have to be perfect. No, fuck that shit. You're a fucking human being. People don't know what other people do behind closed doors. You are gonna experience grief. You are gonna have to heal and process all the emotions and shit like that. It is normal to have setbacks. It is okay to take days off for yourself. So it's okay to be lazy. It's okay, but as long as you're aware of it and you're willing to get back up and to still pursue things to better your life, that's all that matters, man. Like this is why there's a saying: life is a marathon, not a sprint, and that's facts. But that's all I gotta say. Have a good one. Peace.